In that word that I discovered in 2017, around 6 years ago, Gut Oggau was one of the very first, not actually the very first, it was a French, but right after I fell in love with Gut Oggau because I love the labels and they have all these stories of design and art, and they put together, they create these stories of the family, and the pictures are so beautiful, and the stories like that it's made by an artist. Okay, so they are putting together art. So I start reading about the Gut Oggau family story, and then I discovered about Stephanie and Eduard, the background, what they're doing, and there was art behind. So I get excited and I start drinking all their wines, whatever I could find. And it's not easy, I tell you. It's a challenge, and I drink all of their wines, not all every year, unfortunately, but all the production. And one night in Seoul, together with Big Lights, that is a friend who teach me a lot about natural wine, with Juhi, we were there. I said, I want to do a collaboration and want to put like Gut Oggau and Fritz Hansen together. And she was very excited. Say, I'm just going to write them a message on Instagram, and that's how we started.
And with this collaboration, also say the wine on the chair, that's also a nice, like for us, showcase or message to say that the chair lasts, but also the wine as the impression you get, as the emotion you get, is also something which lasts. You know, it's not like it's not meant to be forgotten, the memories you share with a nice bottle of wine. Yeah. So it's another nice, say, connection or connects between the two.
Fritz Hansen started not as I want to be a design brand, because there wasn't not such a thing in 1872. He started with a simple concept that I want to make the best chair as possible in the world. And I want to focus all about quality, craftsman, and how to achieve quality at the time is only in one way, by having the best skilled people and retaining those people as long as possible in your company. And how do you do that? By treating them fairly, and more than fairly, treating them well. We have been recycling, we have been green for many, many years. And we've been doing furniture that will last. You can find vintage from the 50s and 60s, and you can sit on it at home. You can use it with your family. So the chair is 70 years old. So this is, for me, is the best message that we can give. Buy our product once and don't buy it again, because it will last. You will pass to your next 2-3 generations after you. And that is the best way actually to protect our planet, to consume less and to produce less, but producing a better quality in order to achieve that.
Freaking out. This was the first reaction I had. No, because, you know, like, I love Fritz Hansen. It's, of course, like you said, it's very iconic. And at the end, I also thought it's the first brand who really gets it, you know, like, because like Dario said, like, it's nature, it's art, it's culture, it's sustainable. We talk about sustainability. And for me, it was like really beautiful to see, like, yeah, that they got the whole idea, because, you know, like, you see like collaborations, you see like also like in art places, like when there is vernissage, like all this stuff, you have beautiful pictures, for example, or paintings, but you always get a crappy wine, for example, or the food is not good. And I think you need to see everything from all angles, and this is what Fritz Hansen did, and we were super, super happy and yeah, very honored, to be honest. The base of everything, you know, like, of life is nature, and is our planet. And I think, you know, like, everything is rooted out of this, and we both come from this angle, and I think, you know, like, this is how all is happening, you know, like, or is linked together.
Yeah, maybe we are say different parts of this chain, which is actually like always circling around, and there's no start and no ending, because it's always like it's a rhythm. But as my wife said, like originally, like wooden furniture goes down to agriculture or forest culture or whatever, and that is what Fritz Hansen has, like, maybe not as only ones realized, but as only ones like really pointed out, and that was so striking for us as well, just to create this awareness, because that's certainly an awareness which has been a little bit abandoned in modern society, how everything is going back to the soil and where everything grows, especially if you work with natural components. I mean, wood or whatever, where does it come from? It comes from nature. It's not everybody is so much aware of this anymore. Same is for food and wine. There's a certain disconnection on that sense. People consume those things, but most of them don't have any clue how it is actually produced and how it should be produced in a sustainable way to keep up a natural rhythm and to keep a balance. There hasn't been any, say, major objective or expectation or whatever as such, that has been from the start a very personal thing for us, because we celebrated this collaboration for us, no matter really what the outcome would have been. So in the end, having said that, we didn't have any expectations, and we also didn't really care, honestly. But of course, the outcome was so much more than we would have expected anyways,
Everybody asks us if they can get some wine, and why we did not sell the wine. So they were produced only 120 bottles, and were given as a gift. No, as a bottle. The gift was shared with friends during the months. A glass here, a glass there, and they are like so surprised at the fact that there is no more of this wine.
We had some wine. We wanted to see how it evolves, So kind of course, we didn't plan to have an extra bottling, because usually we don't do this at all. We had quite a few demands in the past, say, of restaurants like wanting to work with a certain cuvée of ours exclusively, but we would never have done this. But for Fritz Hansen, we did it for the obvious reasons we talked about. So it's a wine which is not to be reproduced as such, and which you don't get anywhere else. So that also probably makes it special. But that's also been very important for us. It wasn't the idea to commercialize this. So we would never have wanted that wine to be officially marketed.
So Arne Jacobsen didn't do many wooden chairs. Most of the most famous, of course, the first one, 1950s book, is the ant chair that revolutionized what is called today Nordic design or Danish design. Is the first stackable chairs, as you know, with 3 legs, and used this technology that was developed many years before World War II by the grandson of Fritz Hansen, that is laminated veneer. Technically, it's very, very, very thin layer of wood together with Indian cotton, some material, and there is a secret recipe that even myself, I'm not allowed to find out how it's made, why it's so flexible, and so on. But then all the rest of the chairs are always these elements of chrome legs, so still metallic finish. So he did one chair, he did many, but in our current collection, there is one chair that is made in wood with wooden legs. That is the Grand Prix. And the name is because in 1961, he wants the award at the Biennale in Milano. He wants the award as the Grand Prix. That's why the chair is called like that. The real name is 4130, that is less sexy chair, or 130, because he just used number at the time to make chairs, and then he gave a nickname for fun to call the chair. So the chair was called thanks to the award. And why we have the chair? Because we choose the chair. We have a collaboration with a natural wine bar in Seoul. We have a Fritz Hansen lounge. It's a small building. And inside we have a natural wine bar. We wanted to have this called big lights. And with big lights, we decided to have the Grand Prix chair in the whole floor. This is right at the beginning of COVID in 2020. We decided to open a restaurant during COVID. That was already like extreme, and we wanted to have a complete feeling of natural Fritz Hansen without having metal, and having as much as possible leather and natural fabric and of course wood. So we picked the chair, and I saw, because this collaboration started in talking with big lights in our bar in Seoul, I think it makes sense also, and of course it's all in wood, so it's easier to paint with the wood. We came later with this idea. The idea was, let's put this chair instead of, I don't know, the Series 7 or the Ant, that in a way they're more famous and more recognized. We wanted to have something that is more prone for them to use to use with the wine. Yeah, that's why.
It was important, of course, to have like the label similar like ours, but not with the face, because like it's a very well-known chair, and that's where we said, okay, we illustrate the chair on the label, which made sense in our case, because like how we describe our wines, they are like not living people, they are fictional faces, they should describe the character of the wines. And as the chair is not a human person, that's why we said, okay, we put the chair. And yeah, and how we came up with this idea, like, I don't know, it was always also like a little bit of out of the comfort zone situation, like, we put also, I don't know if you saw the chair like in real, because we also put the how do you say it, like the feet.
The feet, yeah, you got a red color, yeah.
We put it like a bottle of wine, like also in the wax, to make it also more alive, and like, yeah, awesome. It was fun. It was yeah.
And the whole process, they took a video how they made, and that's how we testify how the chair was made. And the back of the label, I remember we wrote 50-50. Yeah. We wrote a text. So there is the story why we're doing this is written on the back of the bottle. Another wine. Right, guys?
It's always a new
releasing. We are releasing 2021 now. I believe in very much in my feeling and instinct, and follow the emotions, basically. So I'm not into long-term marketing plan or any type of business plan. I don't think it makes sense, especially when you talk about creativity. You cannot plan what you're gonna do next year. We just finished this. We just finished literally 2 weeks ago, the last tour, but definitely I want to continue this relationship with Gut Oggau. I'm planning to come to India this year. I've not been in India for many years between COVID and so on, and now we are looking into doing something there. One of my team now, she's from Delhi, so we will start working more into also.